Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I noticed that a lot of you guys are new. My name is Malaika and this is my channel.
Face it, God is good, patience, 'cause I know in time.
And in today's video, I'm just gonna have a little chat, like talk about faith and how I've been doing these past few weeks, or I guess maybe 6 months. I don't know when was the last time I did like an update video, but I just want to start off by saying a huge thank you to every single subscriber and just everyone who is active on my channel, people that have helped me with videos in the past, that are still helping me and collaborating with me and supporting me. I really appreciate it. You guys don't realize how much I appreciate every single one of you, so just a huge thank you. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers as well. I know I need to film something special for you guys to celebrate that. Just not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I do have a few video ideas coming up, and there's some that I've actually been meaning to get out for a while that I've just been, so many things have just happened, so I haven't had a chance to like finish those videos. So there's some videos that I've started and not finished. There's a video that needs subtitles and that's literally it. So there's certain things that need to get out, and then there's new ideas that I haven't even filmed yet that I want to get out there as well. The Lord's been putting so many ideas on my heart. I just can't wait to see where this channel goes and where it grows. And yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into the video. Grab a cup of tea, grab some biscuits or a cookie, and let's have a little chat and yeah, hang out with me for a bit. So so many things have been happening recently in my personal life, and hence why, well, you guys probably haven't noticed on YouTube the inconsistency, but on social media, like on my Instagram and on TikTok, there has been a huge gap in my content because I took a break and I really needed this time away from social media for multiple reasons. One is, if I stay on social media for too long, it starts to affect my mental health. So I often take regular breaks. It could be between well, the breaks are usually like a month or 2 months long, and it could be anywhere between, sorry, I meant to say, what? This is not making sense. And I just take those breaks randomly when I feel like I need them. Yeah, and I meant to say it could be anywhere between 1 to 2 months long. And within that time, I still contact people outside of Instagram and TikTok, but I try to like stay off my phone or just like take time away from being online in general, especially because, guys, I always say this, but I've been studying online, and when you study online for so long, being in front of a screen all the time gets really exhausting. So I just had to take a break from like screens in general. Like, I have been watching films and I have been watching YouTube, but I tend to like do other things, like go out, go to work, go out with friends, go to the park, go for a walk, go out to eat. I like being outdoors, I like being outside, I like being with people in person. So I've been trying to do more of that recently, and oh gosh, what else has been going on with me? Yeah, like I mentioned, there's been a lot of family stuff. I don't want to go in detail, but it has been a really difficult time for me and my family, and so we've needed a lot of space away from people just to like sort ourselves out emotionally, and it's just been really tough. And there's been so many other things behind the scenes that's been happening that I don't want to go into, but just know that it hasn't been an easy month. August has been very challenging for all of us, and yeah, it's only now starting to look a little bit better, but the beginning of September is probably going to be very difficult as well. And then I'm finally moving back to university in person in September, and I am planning to make more university related content, especially since this will be my final year of university, so I want to document those experiences. Hopefully we'll have a bit more normality and there'll be more classes in person, and I'll be able to take you to a lecture with me, or to the library with me, or to the club with me. I mean, I'm probably not gonna go to the club, but I'm just giving ideas. And yeah, I'll be able to give you a university room tour, a uni tour in general, like a tour of the actual uni. I think I always wanted to like film that, so I want to make sure that I make these videos because it's my last chance. And I also want to collab with way more people from my university. I have a lot of people there that have amazing stories to share, and I really want to collab with them, and they have amazing skills as well. So yeah, I definitely want to do more collabs like I did in my first year of uni. So yeah, I am looking forward to going back to uni. I'm staying in a very nice accommodation, which I will do a full tour of when I get there and I move in and I settle. Sorry, when I get there and I move in and I settle, then I'll do a proper tour of the building. But I do have a video up that has a mini tour, so do check that out. It's over here, it's this video here. And yeah, so there's that in September. And oh my gosh, like I finished my course online, studying at Oita University. I finished in August the 4th, and I have no idea how I did because I don't think I have access to the grades yet. I'm hoping I passed. I haven't really been thinking about it too tough because there's just been so much things going on. And then as soon as I finished that as soon as I finished that course, I started a new job. I started a new job before I finished the course, but it was basically around the same time. I started the new job, Japanese speaking job, in central London, in Chinatown. If you want to come see me, I'll be around. You'll see a black girl walking into a shop every other day. That's me. Anyway, the point is, I work in Chinatown 3 times a week, and sometimes twice a week. And that job's been really great for my Japanese learning. I've learned a lot from that job, and also it's been great to socialize and meet people and escape. To be honest, it's been a good escape. I'm just gonna be plain and honest with you guys. It's been a great escape from what's been going on at home, and yeah, there's just a lot emotionally going on, so I feel like it's been great to just be out of that space and be focused on my job. And I'm really grateful for the job. It's been a tough job, it's not been easy, and I will probably do an in-depth video. I did talk about it a bit in my kanji video, so if you guys want to hear how I got that job, I think I explained how I got that job in that video, then do check that video out. But I do want to talk a bit more about what I'm learning in the job, maybe like a 1 month update. Has it been 1 month? In September it'll be 1 month. Actually, I think it's been 1 month already. I'm not even sure, guys, I don't know. But I'll check, and I'll want to do like a month or maybe 2 month update of being in that job and like what I've learned and how I found it. And like I also want to film like a day in a life in that job. I just don't know how I would film it and if people would let me film. But if I can, then I will try to do that. And yeah, so there's that. And then yeah, so faith for me has been really tricky. It's been up and down, and the funny thing is, people, it's almost like I'm trying to run away from God, and people just won't let me, and they keep reminding me of God, and God keeps reminding me of himself, and he's trying to say that he's there for me. And it's almost like, this is not what I'm saying to him, but my actions have definitely been saying this. It's almost like I'm saying, God, I don't need you right now. I need peace. I need this all to stop. I need life to be easy again. It was never easy, but I need life to go back to the way it was. And that would probably be pre-COVID, because you know, the way it was before all of this family stuff started happening was COVID and lockdowns and all that stuff, and that wasn't great either. So when I say before, I mean 2019, before, how it was in 2019. But the thing is, I can't keep looking back at the past and wishing and hoping and praying for the past when there's a whole future ahead of me, and God has great things in store for the future. So why would I keep looking back at the past? And I feel like each and every day I need to pray more, but it's like I don't have the will. I don't have the willpower to pray. And I was telling one of my friends this because she said she was praying for me, and I said, you know what, thank you so much for praying, but I can't pray for you. Like, and I had to be honest, like I want to say I'll be praying for you too, but I know realistically that would be a lie. So I'm just gonna say I can't pray for you right now. I'm not in that space spiritually to pray for anyone, and I want to be. Don't get me wrong, I want to be, but I haven't been in that place for a while, and I've been very prayerless. I've been in a season of prayerlessness for a while, and I'll have moments where I pray. I'll have moments where I feel really in tune with God, and then the moment will go by and it'll go back to normal again, and it will almost feel like I'm not Christian all over again. It's really weird. And the thing that I'm always amazed by is the fact that God's still there no matter what you decide to do. He still has his hand outstretched, and he still accepts you when you're ready, and he's still like keeping you safe. Especially for me, I feel like, because I know I have a greater purpose, no matter what I decide to do, no matter how far I decide to walk astray or go off the path, he's watching me. Like, it's, I don't know, like in a way that is comforting. Like he knows that's not for me, and it's almost like I know these things too. I really can't explain how I'm feeling properly, so if anyone gets this, then please tell me if you understand what I mean. But it's almost like he can see me walking astray, like going off the path, and he's watching me, and he's like, okay, I'll just make sure that she's safe and that she's well, and that when she comes back to me, she's learnt the lesson. I don't know. And I just feel like there was a day, I can't remember when it was, last week, where I felt so much love. I felt so much love, and it was only from God. Like, I felt love from people, but it was the love of God. Like, I felt the love of God through people. That's the best way to describe it. I felt God's love through the people around me, and I felt really blessed. I felt so grateful, but I also felt like I don't really deserve this, because I'm so arrogant to think that I could be fine without God, you know? And it's only with God that I've been able to keep functioning normally and not have a mental breakdown. So yeah, it's a weird one, because I feel like God has been there for me, but I haven't been there for God. Does that make sense? And I'm always trying to hold on to the bits of Christianity that I have left, but I honestly am just not feeling it anymore, and none of it's genuine. If I do pray, it's forced. If I do read the Bible, it'd be forced. If I did try to listen to a sermon, which that's another thing, I've missed a lot of church sermons. I missed a lot of church in general, because I haven't been sleeping very well, so I often like wake up past the time. So I watch church online, and you know, obviously it's live stream, so if I miss it, I can watch it later, but I often just think, oh, I've missed it now, like there's no point me watching it later, which is such a silly mindset. But if I don't wake up on time, then I'm probably not gonna watch it later. So I just get busy and do other things in the day, and then I don't bother to watch the sermon and listen to God's word and listen to it being broken down and applied. And I feel like that's also because I depend so much on church for my faith, which I shouldn't, but it's a big part of my faith, it's a big part of my foundation. Then when I don't tune into those things, you know, my faith is really at jeopardy, because I'm not getting fed spiritually. So yeah, it's been really rocky. I don't know how to describe it. I do feel like when I went to Scotland, why did I say it like that? I do feel like when I went to Scotland, my faith was, not my faith, maybe just my mental health, but then it also did feel like God was helping me. I will try to explain this in, I'm planning to make a video, a little cute little something about this. I was gonna name it how Scotland healed my mental health or something like that. I'm gonna name it something like that. So I don't really want to give away what I'm gonna do in that video, but I do feel like Scotland, when I went to Scotland, God used certain things there to help my mental health and to help my to help me spiritually a little bit. So I'll talk about that in that video. But yeah, it's been tough, so please pray for me, guys. I'm just trying to stay consistent on YouTube because that's one thing that I really enjoy. My mouth, you feel like words just don't come out properly, just like. But I genuinely enjoy YouTube. I enjoy making videos for YouTube, so that's why I've been able to stay consistent. And yeah, I'm really excited because I keep seeing the growth and I keep seeing new followers, and welcome, guys. And I was looking back at my old videos as well, and I was getting excited about my old videos. It's so weird. I was laughing and I was crying, and I was not crying but feeling a bit emotional, and just looking at how far I've come with this channel and with all of you guys and the people I've met and connected with. And I actually want to meet some YouTubers like that I've connected with over Instagram and stuff. I would have nurtured those friendships a bit more, but I've just not been online because of my mental health and other reasons. But I would love to like connect more in person with people. Like I meet on a not on a daily basis because like I'm not on social media like that right now, but when I am on social media on like a weekly to monthly basis, I meet so many people and I genuinely click with these people. It's like God sends them to me, plops them in my DM, and we just hit it off, and it's amazing. And I'm just always amazed by how God works and how the internet connects people, and I find it beautiful, like how you can make a real genuine friendship and connection online. And one thing is, I've met so many people during the pandemic through Instagram specifically, and I just want to meet these people. Like I love meeting you online, I love talking to you online, I love seeing your pictures and your posts and your creativity and your content, but I'm telling you, I thrive off of connecting in person. Like I think you can't beat that no matter what. And because of the pandemic, we were restricted to it being online. It had to be online, and also some people are just not in the same country, which is a completely different story. But in terms of like moving forward, if I meet someone, I eventually want to meet them in person. Like I don't know, that's just me. That's just a thing that I really need in life. And yeah, the thing is, I do get social anxiety sometimes, and also I wanted to talk about this briefly. This is just like, I guess this is just like an update now at this point. But when I was at work, I realized recently at work, tell me if I'm the only one who goes through this, or if you guys have ever experienced this when you're socializing in a social setting, or when you feel nervous in general, right? So I realized that when I'm at work, or it could be, okay, this is mainly at work, but it has been in other situations in the past. When I get nervous, even if it's the smallest, it may be the smallest thing that I just get a little bit nervous about. Maybe it's like I'm on my period and I'm self-conscious and I'm nervous that people can tell I'm on my period. I know that's weird. Or I'm nervous that I don't know what to say, because also a lot of people in my workplace speak Japanese. As you guys know, I hope you guys know this, that my Japanese is not amazing. I can speak Japanese, but it's very limited at the moment, and so I get really nervous when people ask me questions in Japanese and expect a response like instantly, and I'm like, what? Huh? So it takes me some time to like process what they said, then translate my thoughts into Japanese, and then actually say it, you know. And so I get really nervous. My body reacts first, so I don't even realize I'm nervous, but it's almost like I've started to notice these bodily things that happen, and it's really gross, so I won't really go into detail, but certain things in my body that happen that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm nervous now. Like that's why I have this feeling. And yeah, so it's affected like my body, and also it's affected my eating habits. And this also could be to do with like what's going on with my family too, but and my sleeping habits as well have been really bad. But it sounds like depression, right? But I don't know, it could be. But the point is, I haven't been eating very well. Like I've been eating very badly, actually, very badly. I haven't been sleeping very well, but there are multiple reasons as to why. One is I finish work at like 11:30 p.m. By the time I get home, it's like midnight, and then I don't know, I just feel like I want to stay up an extra hour, so I go to bed at like 1 a.m, which probably is not that bad considering, you know, I still get the decent amount of hours of sleep. But it's, for me, it's not very stable. It's not like my old habits of like, well, I used to have to wake up at 5 a.m, so that was completely different. But yeah, so sleeping's bad, eating's bad, bodily functions and like certain things that happen when I'm nervous is a bit messed up. And yeah, I've noticed that when I'm nervous, that's what happens. I can't eat. Like I lose my appetite instantaneously. It's just so strange. And I could be nervous, like the slightest bit nervous, and I have to kind of like style it out because I don't know how to explain to people that I'm nervous, and that's why I can't eat. Because it almost seems weird, like why am I nervous? I could be just sitting there with a colleague and everything's fine and we're talking, and all of a sudden I just feel nervous and I lose my appetite instantaneously, and my colleague may notice like, oh, she's not eating anymore. And it's like, how do I explain that to somebody? Do you know what I mean? So that's just one thing I noticed that's been happening very often, that I lose my appetite like that. Like I'll be hungry, like legit, I haven't eaten all day, and then something triggers the nervousness in me and the appetite's gone. So it's really strange. But yeah, I just want to keep it at that. We've got 20 minutes solid, a little chit chat. That's how I've been doing lately. I touched on faith, I touched on mental health and social media breaks, and I do want to talk about different topics on this channel and maybe do a bit more discussions. So if there's any topics that you guys are interested in or that you'd like to hear my thoughts on, please let me know, and I will do a little bit of research, or I'll ask around, or I'll just make the video. You know, like some of these things are not, doesn't take that much time or effort or work, so I can just make the video. I love getting new ideas from you guys, and I love to be more interactive with you. So if you like this style of video too, please just tell me, because sometimes I'm like, oh, like I don't know, like if I want to sit down and like just talk. Like I like making videos that are more, my favorite type of video to make is probably vlogs, and that's because like no matter what the views are or the likes, I will always enjoy making a vlog. Like I just love putting my experiences into this collage and adding music or not adding music when I do the ASMR ones, and then just telling this story of like what I went through and the experiences, and showing you the beautiful scenery and backgrounds. And for me it's like a visual diary. So like no matter what, I'll always make those I'll probably always make that type of content. But in terms of like other content, if you like this type of video, then let me know so that I can make more. I will probably just make these maybe once a month if you guys not really like feeling it. I'll just make it for my own sanity, because I do think it's like relaxing to make anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, of course. If you like the video, you know what to do. Peace out.